So, it's fall break right now. 'Tis a Friday morning. Me and my dad are out riding, and I'm the one that's making the video. My speaker in my helmet doesn't work, so I can't hear my dad. So I'm pretty much flying blind, or deaf, I guess. But my dad can hear me, and so can you guys. So I guess I'm just gonna talk about stuff. So it's like October 14th-ish. I don't know exactly what day it is, but so I've been a sophomore in high school for about 3 months, and it's been good. It's been great. I'm taking lots of good classes that I like and all this jazzy stuff, but high school is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Like, I was flying through school in middle school and in my intermediate school, but now all of a sudden I have to actually do my work and focus, because some of the classes have lots of homework that I gotta do. I can't just say I'll do it at school, because I can't. There's not enough time during school, between classes and during lunch, to do all the homework that I'm getting. Because previously, in the middle school, they'd say, hey, here's some homework, do it by next class, and I'll just do it in that class. But all of a sudden now, I'm having to take time out of my life at home to do this schoolwork. And I don't know, it's a different change. I should have prepared myself by doing homework at home, but I've come out on top, whether how much homework, like no matter how much homework I usually get done. My favorite class right now is I don't know. I don't really have a favorite class. I like my favorites, like my favorite classes are Spanish and I think it's just Spanish. Never mind. So my favorite class is Spanish. I love math, but the class is boring right now. Like, I love math as a subject, but right now it's just this, like, here's a new topic, here's homework on that topic, have fun, it's due next class period, and that's all math is right now. And so that class is one of my easier classes. But in Spanish, I'm actually learning things that are new to me. A whole new language is something that, like, most people don't know 2 languages exactly fluent. And I want to be bilingual. I want to have a couple languages under my belt, like English and Spanish, and I'm hoping to learn German and maybe some French and maybe some Mandarin Chinese. I don't know, just some basics, so that because I love traveling, and if I ever travel to one of those countries, I want to be able to say hi. Ugh. Hello? Man down. camera detached, so I quickly attached it, but it's not perfect.
Yeah, when we get back home, let's just fix it. But there you go.
Sweet. Okay.
Don't bump it. Make sure you're still rolling. So you're good. You want to go first?
Sure. Anyways, I love traveling, and so if I plan to travel to those countries, I want to be able to at least say hi, you know. I want to be able to communicate on a basic understanding level, know what they're saying, know what I'm saying. Don't want to go swearing at people and saying, like, don't want to go offending people in another country, because what if I can't? I need some friends in that country if I can't travel back. So I want to learn some basic languages because I want to travel in my spare time. And everyone's asking me what I want to do as a profession, but I'm not quite sure yet. I know that I want to do, I don't know, I can't pick just one profession. I've gone into coding like my dad, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that. It's definitely something I like to do as a job, and it's actually really the only thing that I want to right now. I kind of want to go into I think I want to go in the computer field, but so yeah, I guess that really is my job right now that I want to do.
Remember that one time we went down that canyon, we couldn't go all the way?
Yeah.
I think this is that canyon.
Okay. Those are way up here.
We can keep going if you want, but
Nah, I say we should turn around. Let's turn around.
Alright. Is it okay if we start heading back to the truck?
Yeah.
So let's just take us back that same track.
Okay. Yeah, so I reversed what I said before. I guess that yeah, I want to go into coding. That's my profession. I want to keep my mind open. So what I want, because I don't know, I'm a sophomore in high school. I still got 2 years to go before I can find out what my job is, like my actual trade in life, my profession that I'm gonna stick with, not my whole life. You know, there are plenty of people that switch, but like switch jobs, so I don't know, but is it that way? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time in college. I want to fly through it and get my life going so I can have some fun. Schooling is pretty boring. I want to finish. I want to finish high school with some college done, some college credits, and I've already started doing that. I'm taking a college credit class right now for coding, and so that's kind of why my interests have been kind of piqued. I know that before my dad's tried to teach me, and I didn't really want to learn. Like I go to, there's this thing called Code Camp in St. George, and I'd go to it, but just for fun, just to hang out. And my bike keeps dying because my clutch is a little weird right now. It's releasing a little late. I don't know what I want to do with life. I know that I want to get straight A's through high school and through college. I want to get great grades so I can do what I want to do without being hindered by my previous mistakes. I want to do the best I can so that if I fail coming out of college, I can at least pick myself back up with my success early in life. And I don't want to have to be going back and fixing some things that I did early. I want to fix them now and make so the mistake never happens. And I think it's true with everything in life. You should get it done right the first time so you don't have to go back and fix it later. And that's something that I believe, and I totally agree on if anyone agrees with it. I don't understand how there's plenty of kids that go through high school and they, I don't know, I'm not bagging on anyone, and if that's what you are, and if you're like a straight B student or a straight C or just don't care, that's your choice. I don't know. I know that you can get, as long as you show up and do the work and give an ounce of caring, that you can get B's. And that's not always true. I can't generalize it that way, but so far all my classes, if I just show up and do the work, I can get a good B, and then if I push myself even farther, I can get an A. And I don't know if I'm going the right way. Dad, am I going the right way? Okay. So to hear my dad's voice, I had to lift my helmet, my right, I had to angle my helmet by pushing up on the right side of it. So that's how I can hear my dad, but I'm not gonna go around sitting like that. So let's see. I think that there's here it is. So yeah, there's a wraparound right here. Let me go down into this little area. There's just all this white stuff. I don't know what it is. I think it's obviously a rock, but I've been over here before. I just can't remember exactly. I don't know. I remember segments of each trail, but let's see. Do we have to go straight or right? Okay. Yeah. This is the way we came. That's right. We went through this wash earlier, and then I don't know. What gear am I in? Huh? That's why I was in third gear. I love coming out here and riding and seeing nature. I don't know if I could choose between like mountain biking or dirt bike riding and dirt biking, and like, so if I could choose between biking, like dirt bike or mountain bike, just biking in general, and walking, I definitely choose biking because you get a lot farther. You can go farther and you can get places that, well, I mean, I bet if you walked and hiked a little bit and climbed, you can get the places that the dirt bikes can, but some of these really steep hills that me and my dad hop up on are not really meant for walking on. And so to get the best views and to get the best sights of nature, I think that you have to dirt bike almost. And now some people don't like that. They say, hey, you're ruining the ground with your tires, but they obviously haven't ever been doing it and seen what we see. We see some pretty awesome things just looking off of cliffs, and I don't know, I think it's worth it. And nature is here for us to do things like this. I think that nature wanted, like, if we could choose between her and nature and bonding and seeing what this world has to show, has to offer, then I think that we have to do these kind of things just to get the best. Am I going the right way? Okay. Yeah. You know, I don't think this is the way. Ah. My clutch's release is a little off. Well, that was unsuccessful. No! All right, good enough. Huh? Okay. Let's see. So now where to?
Okay, so actually you were right. The glitter pits are right there.
Huh?
The glitter pits?
Yeah.
They're right there.
Okay, so we're gonna go that way?
Or we can go through that canyon and take the long way. You choose.
Let's go glitter pits.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay. So whoa. Da 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 da. So, I don't know, my little theme song reminded me of a kid show that I used to watch called Phineas and Ferb, and that show was awesome. But that kind of reminds me of something that I was talking to my sister about. Is that like media the media you watch as a kid and as you watch as an adult, doesn't matter what age, influences you in such a big way. I've noticed that. So there's a TV show, a series called SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm sure you guys have all heard about it. But I don't know, me and my family, we never watched it, like, at all. And I didn't get a hop that. No, we never watched it, and I've noticed that some of the people that have watched it, there's a pretty big difference between me and them. And, like, I'm not saying that SpongeBob SquarePants is bad, but the way it influences some people, maybe not SpongeBob SquarePants, maybe there's other things, but I don't know. There's always other things that can't, like, contribute to it, but that's one of the examples I've seen, is that I know that some people have watched SpongeBob SquarePants, and that there's something different between me and them, and, like, the shows that you watch influence you. If the shows you watch talk about inappropriate things, then you're going to talk about inappropriate things. If the shows you watch have bad content, then you're going to be a bad, contentious person. Like, you're gonna want to do those. You're gonna do those things, and you're gonna, like, if the show you watch swears, well, then you might swear, because if it's on the TV, then it's okay. And that's some things that I think that kids need to learn, is that the things you watch on TV aren't what you need to do in real life, because some TV shows aren't a good example about what you should do. And I don't know, my point of view is that you shouldn't, I'm not big on swearing. I don't swear. I think there's a better way to express yourself than using profanity. And that's what I've learned as I was raised and as I grew up, and I'm still growing up, and I still believe that. And I don't know, you gotta treat kids as they're growing up as you want them to treat others, because that crucial first couple years, and, like, all the way through till they leave your home, is crucial, no matter what year it is. They could be 17, and if you start doing these things, then they'll say that they'll think it's okay because you're doing it. Monkey see, monkey do. If they don't know what to do, then they'll look to you as an example, and my brother does that. And I'm not the best example at times. I don't know, I need to start being a better example. Everyone should be an example, because there's always someone watching you. Whether you're an only child, your parents can look up to you. And definitely, if you're a parent, all your kids and other people, your younger siblings, even as a parent, if you have a family and you're raising them, and then your younger sibling starts having a family, well, they might ask you for advice, and you got to be an example to show them the right path. And if you're not on the right path, then try to get on that path so that your example is the right one. I don't know. Everyone's got something to work on. You can't say you're perfect. You can't say that you're doing fine, because there's always something. I don't know. There's never a point in life when there's nothing on your plate. There's always something on your plate, whether it's, even if it's just like a small task that you do every day, like just, I don't know, doing, like, just even something that you do every day that's something that you like to do, that's still a burden, because even if you like to do it, it's taking time, and time is, in this world, we don't have much time. The average lifespan is, I don't know the exact, but it's like 80 something years. And some people live more, some people live less, depending on the situation. And if there's ever an accident that happens in your life that causes you to move on early, then that happens, and that's just how it's supposed to be. But you want to, even if you knew the exact date of your death, and I bet people who procrastinate, they say, oh, I know that I'm gonna live till 120, so I'm not gonna do anything. which under 20 is a pretty big exaggeration. There's no way. It's pretty difficult to live to 120, but if you knew your exact day of death, who do you think is going to get more accomplished? The people that are going to die tomorrow, or the people that are going to die in 20 years? People procrastinate in life, and they say, "Oh, I have time later to do it," but you never do it. You gotta do those things now. Do it before they're too late. Whether it's doing your homework or asking the one you love to marry you. You can't wait because something might happen. There are always things that could happen, and life is always full of surprises. You can't see the surprises until they're surprised you, so be as prepared as you can by getting your life set up. Don't say, like, with me and my profession, I can't keep saying that, oh, I'll figure it out tomorrow, I have 2 years. I'll figure it out in 2 years, I have 2 years. Like, you can't say that. I gotta figure out what I like now. And I'm not the best at that. I don't really know. I'm a big procrastinator. Like, talking about homework, I never do my homework at home. Because I say I'll do it during school tomorrow. But then during school tomorrow, I have friends that want to hang out, and so I can't do my homework. So you gotta do it now. You can't let distractions distract you. Because there's always going to be distractions and surprises in life. Oh, and a big problem with me is I don't know if how many people have this, but I say, yeah, I'll do this. Like, I'll say my dad needs me to help him out with something. I'll say, yeah, I'll help you out. But then, like, let's say, like, my dad asks me, like, hey, will help me out tomorrow? Then I'll say, yeah, sure, I'll do it tomorrow. But then during the school day, I'll say, yeah, I'll do something. Like, I'll tell someone the same thing, and I always forget. I forget my promises that what I'm going to do that day. And I always say, yeah, and so I'm end up helping multiple people in a day. And sometimes I have to blow some people off, which makes me just feel bad because I'm not Superman. I can't do multiple things at once. Like help my dad and help someone else and go to this friend, like, and hang out. And I don't hang out with friends that often, but I don't know, just like I always forget to do things. I'm bad at remembering my promises, and that's something I gotta work on. Everyone's got something to work on, and I have quite a few. I don't even know how you begin to work on that kind of thing. Do I just like start jotting down my promises until I remember? Like, I will, like, on a chalkboard, I will help my dad tomorrow, I will help my dad tomorrow. That might help me, but I don't know. The best way to make your weaknesses stronger is to, well, either practice them or if you, yeah, it's mostly just to practice them. But if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in Heavenly Father and God or multiple gods, it doesn't matter. But you can always look to them or him or her, whatever you believe in, for help. Because I don't know, I think with most religions they say that this, if it's a multiple god religion, then they'll say that, like, this specific god does this, they'll help you get stronger your weaknesses. And I don't know, with what I believe is, I'm a member of the Church of Latter-day Saints of Jesus, I forgot the whole title, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and and I believe that God makes us stronger. He'll make our weaknesses become stronger. And it was like in third gear. I don't know why I did that. Why was I in first? Was I already in first? No, I was like in third grade. So, hello?
Hey.
Hi. I'm stuck. This is awkward because I don't know what to do. So, let's see. Let's go! Yeah! That was actually pretty insane. I don't know how I did that, but actually, yeah, I do. I've done it all the time, but not all the time. I haven't been riding in a while, but I don't know. Seems like he had to do that because I mess up a lot, so I had to like end up kicking my bike on a really weird hill. Anyways, with the higher power thing, like there in the Bible, I forgot the book and the verse and chapter, but there is a verse in the Bible, and it says that somehow, honestly, I forgot the exact quote too, but it says that God will make your strengths, your weaknesses become strong, not your weaknesses become. Well, yeah. So it says that God will make your weaknesses become stronger, not vice versa, because that'd suck. But and I believe that. And what I've come to learn is that even if you don't believe in anything, if you're just non-religious, that you're drawn to things like that. You like, even if you don't believe in a religion, that you'll see that some of these teachings are right. Like, be kind to one another. You know that that's a good thing. Everyone knows that's a good thing. You don't want to be a jerk to everyone because then you don't have any friends. So even these teachings, even if you don't believe in the church, in a church, if you don't believe in anything, that most of the teachings that are in that church are usually good. And that's I think you should believe in something, because, and whether you don't believe in a higher power, you should still believe that being nice is good. That's what I believe in.